Hi everyone, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today we are going to be making a cute card, sort of a general card. So I'm going to try and keep the sentiment quite neutral. So what we've got here is some Hunkydory toppers, and it's from What a Hoot collection. So we've got two sets of toppers. The only sheets, the only reason I've got this one, I'm going to be using this topper here, but I've got this one because I probably want this border and possibly one of the sentiments from this sheet. Then I've got a piece of cardstock from the same collection, and then also another piece of cardstock from that collection, which is really cute. And then I've got a piece of Basil Basics cardstock in this gorgeous pinky colour. So we are going to start off with this piece and we're going to make our easel card with it. So we folded it in half, and then we've taken the front piece and we've scored and folded that in half again, and this creates the foundation of our easel card. And it doesn't matter kind of what shape you've got, it will work every time to get that easel card, but you want to make sure you really crease it well. So just pop that to one side now, and there you've got the basis of your easel card. And then we're going to start popping bits on it now. So the next thing we need to do is look at, I want to put my owls, this owl base card on the bottom here so that we can see the little owls down there. I'm hoping that there's going to be just enough at the top here to put a little piece of that on there. If not, that's why I've got this cardstock. So our base is 5.5 inches, and so we want to, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. So I want to cut first of all 8.5 this direction, less about 1/4 inch. So I'm going to put it, I was going to say 1/8 of an inch, but I think I'll do the 1/4. So I'm going to push it at 8.25 inches, and I'm going to cut down like so, and that will be the crossways. And then we're going to go, as I said, that was 5.5 deep on our pink, so we want to make sure the owls are the side out because they're the side that we want the deepest. So they were 5.5, so we want to go at 5.25, so that basically we're just creating that margin around the edge of this piece of cardstock so that we have a nice border around. And then just check that we're happy that this fits, and it's perfect. I have to say that's the advantage of having the 8.5 by 11 sheets, is it's much easier to get your sizing right, because A4 is a pain in that regard. So then I've got this piece here, which I'm hoping will fit exactly on here, which it will. I just need to take the depth down and it will go that way up. And so we know that that's 5.5, it was 2 3/4, so we want this piece to be 2.5 inches deep, and then that should fit perfectly on that section. So we didn't need this sheet in the end. So now we just want to use our ATG and stick these pieces in position. That piece down, and then what we've got is a nice design on our base of our easel card. Now you could put some ribbon around here if you wanted to at this stage, around this part of the easel. I think that I want to leave that as it is, and I'm just going to now pop that to one side a moment and just pop this piece out. And then I also want from the second sheet, I'm going to take this sentiment here that says have a hoot on your special day, and I also want this piece here that's going to act as my barrier, because when you do an easel card you need something to stop this sliding, you need something to hold it up. Okay, so before we put our stopper on, I think what I will do is put my element in place on the actual part that's going to stick up. Now you can, with easel cards, you could make this whole piece come up so that it was the whole thing and it looks like a whole front of a card, but I quite like putting just this sort of element part sticking up. I think it looks really effective. So I'm going to pop that on, and I'm going to do that centrally. So what you need to make sure is that you put your adhesive only on the section that you're going to stick down, and that's the bottom half of our little hoops here. And then I'm going to flatten it out, and I'm going to centre it, and then slightly higher, because it's obviously going to be you're going to have the stopper there, so it's good to have it just a little bit higher because it gets in the way otherwise. Okay, so I've got some gorgeous crystals, and I thought these Aurora Borealis ones would be really nice. So we've got our little gems there which look really pretty, and then we're going to work on our actual stopper. So we need to cut this down obviously, so I think these look a little bit too pointy for my taste, so I'm actually going to take some of the silver off. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to cut this as well. We're going to cut it about here, where I think that we're going to have our sentiment, and then I'm just going to take a piece out of it. I'm just guesstimating really. This is going to be about that much, so about ½ an inch, about ½ an inch I've taken out, and then we'll pop that down in position, and then when we put this down like so and we put our sentiment on, you're not then going to see that little cut mark. It's going to cover that up nicely. So now I'm just going to get my glue gel and use that to add my 3D elements. So I'm just going to put a couple of little blobs on the back of this. Like so. And then we're going to take each piece, and I'm going to start with the long piece because that's the one we need to position because of the owls. So I'm going to do that piece first. Now it was slightly over the little ears, and you need to put a tiny bit of height on your stopper because obviously otherwise it won't hold your easel in position, it will just slide straight off. So at the moment you can see now that's holding that. Obviously with the wet glue we need to be careful so we won't leave it like that for the minute. And then I'm just going to take my sentiment here and just put a little thin blob of gel glue down the centre. It doesn't want any height particularly, and we're going to pop it over to one side. I want it over to the side, but I do need it to cover that cut, so I'm just going to pop it kind of like so. And I was looking at these look gorgeous green actually, and I'm just thinking I might change the Aurora to the green because it's so stunning, and I think it would really give a little bit of pop to my card. And then the last one on this top section here. So that's that, and I think that definitely brings a better look to it. I like that, having that green, it just gives a bit of pop. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to gently leave that there a minute. I'm thinking it might look nice just coming down the side. So just put that in a vertical row. Now I like that, so just squish those down. Okay, so I think that's done. I'm happy with that. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so here's the finished card. I think it looks so pretty. I'm really pleased with it. I think easel cards always look quite striking and quite effective, and I hope you like it too. I'd love to hear your comments and do share and if you like it and enjoyed the video. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.